That was probably the worst time ever, is flying into America as an African during the Ebola crisis. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in an airport. You'd walk in, there'd be tension, they'd usher everybody into a special quarantine area, ask you questions that they don't normally ask. The number one question they always ask was, "Sir, have you been in contact with Ebola?" They'd always ask, "Sir, have you been in contact with Ebola?" I love the sincerity of the question. Like there was a chance my answer could be yes. And next stop, Disney World. Like what kind of person do you think I am that I'd still be embarking on a journey, having knowingly been in contact with the most deadly disease on the planet? Like who do you think I am that I'd be there like, I don't care. Booking.com has a 0 refund policy. I'm going to Disney World, even if it kills me, Mickey Mouse, and everybody else, I'm going. Have you been in contact with Ebola? And they always said it like Ebola was like a distant relative. I love the phrasing. Have you been in contact with Ebola? Yeah, I spoke to him last week. He's doing well, eh? Thank you very much for asking. Ebola made flying a nightmare. Because Ebola was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in terms of the human condition, how quickly we're taught to panic. You know, 1 minute I'll be flying, I'll see people of Middle Eastern descent getting pulled, you know, random selections, beeping through the machine. And then Ebola happened, and all of a sudden the focus shifted. Focus shifted, and now it was Africans getting pulled aside, Africans waiting. Middle Easterners were cruising through security. And then almost as quickly as it started, it flipped back overnight. And I'll never forget when it happened. Right after the Charlie Hebdo attack in Paris. That attack happened, and almost the next day, Ebola wasn't a thing anymore. Middle Easterners were back in the spotlight. Normal service had been resumed. Because after Charlie Hebdo, I would walk through airports and no one gave a damn. They didn't care about me, where I was from, nor the bananas in my bag. I just cruised through security. Charlie Hebdo. Terrorist attack in France. Everyone led with it. CNN, breaking news, terrorists have attacked Charlie Hebdo headquarters. BBC, and in breaking news, unconfirmed reports saying 12 people have been killed by terrorists who have attacked. Everyone said they were terrorists. It was weird to me because we didn't know that they were terrorists. We just knew that they were Middle Eastern. But immediately we went to terrorists. Because if you're Middle Eastern, that's a terrorist. That's the world we live in now. Yeah, if you're Middle Eastern, terrorism is your trademark. It's so crazy how easy it is to get people to hate a group of people, because that's what happened. Charlie Hebdo, and then everyone started saying things about Muslims. These damn Muslims. We gotta stop Islam. That's what we gotta do. We gotta stop these Islamists, these Muslims. Now, I'm not saying all Muslims are terrorists, but all terrorists are Muslims. It sounds really smart, doesn't it? It sounds really smart. Yeah, but it's not. It's stupid and it's hate speech. That's what it is. It really is. You know, the worst thing about the Guptas for me, other than the blatant corruption and the state capture, would have to be the fact that I felt betrayed by my president. I'll tell you why I felt betrayed, because I'm not naive enough to believe that there will ever be no corruption in a society, right? And as South Africans, you also have to acknowledge that corruption and government go hand in hand. I know that seems like a pessimistic view, but it's true all over the world. Don't be fooled by first world countries where they go like they don't have corruption. I don't care if it's Australia, I don't care if it's Canada, there's corruption. They've just found ways to legalize it, they've found ways to obscure it, but there's corruption. The difference is, though, we need to get good at functional corruption. Our corruption is extreme, guys. We get a tender for 10 bridges, we build nothing. No, guys, build 9, still 1. At least have some progress. Eh? Now there's no bridge. My man, what happened to the bridge? It was supposed to be there, just imagine. Just imagine it was there. What are you talking about? No, it's the thought that counts, don't worry. Stealing from yourselves when you're being that corrupt, man. We've got to work to be better. That's what broke my heart. Because I don't know how much of it is true or not. What I do know is, if Jacob Zuma was allowing the Guptas to control our country and choose our ministers, then it wasn't my president being corrupt to me, it was the Guptas telling him what to do. It's like Julius said,
The Guptas were in his ear all along. They were inside his ear all along.
and you know the way Julius sounded, it sounded amazing, because like, I get the phrase when they go, they were in his ear, but he said
They were inside his ear.
it sounded like the Guptas were actually inside Jacob Zuma's ear, which actually would have made sense when you think about it. What if they were inside his ear the entire time? How do we know that every single time Jacob Zuma was speaking to us as a nation, he was actually telling us what the Guptas were saying to him? Like he had one of those earpieces that they have on those hidden camera shows. You know? Like he was there in Parliament, outside Parliament, there was a van with the Guptas sitting inside it.
Hello, Jacob. 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 I have activated your earpiece. You're going to repeat everything that I tell you, okay? Jacob, Jacob. Can you hear me, Jacob? Can you hear me? Roger, Roger, Roger. No, it's a tool. This is a tool here, Jacob. I know who it is, guys. I've got it. I know who it is. Okay, let's just make sure levels are all correct, Jacob. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, what do you want to do? No, 1, 2 like 3. 1, 2 like 3. 1, 2 like 3. Oh, okay. I've got you guys, so I must just repeat everything that you say. Yes, you're going to repeat everything, Jacob. Okay, it's going to be very complicated. I'm trying to listen to you while also speaking. We understand, Jacob, but you know, we've already made a plan, you and us. So repeat everything that I say, okay? Okay, I will repeat everything.
And that's probably why things went wrong. Because I don't know if you've ever tried to listen to someone while talking to someone else. Your mind jams. Yeah, that's why Jacob Zuma could never deliver a speech. It's not that he couldn't read, he couldn't listen. He couldn't listen and speak at the same time. I used to watch him and be like, what's going on, Jacob? Kinkari, your YouTube is buffering. What's happening here? This is why data must fall. But it turns out he was just listening the entire time. There he was in Parliament. The praise singer said his name as he came.
Jacob, President was in South Africa, Jacob Zuma.
Jacob Zuma came out to the podium. His earpiece was ready.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Proud South Africans, and Indians especially, We are doing well in this country. We are doing well in this country. And also, don't listen to the news. Don't listen to the newspaper. The newspapers, even though what they say is right sometimes. Also, there is no problem with the ANC. Also, there is no problems with the ANC. The membership is growing. We currently have 939,360,000. 39 million 63 and 62. 39 million 600. 390. No, I said 900 million 62,000. No, Jacob, you're missing the point. 100 million. No, Jacob, come on, man. Listen properly. Listen properly. No, Jacob. Listen properly. 900 million. Give me a pen there. Hey, Pelele. No, Jacob. 100 million. 39 million. 63,000. oh. What are you doing? Jacob, no, man. That was just a tickle and a cough. Tickle as a church cough. Okay, this is going wrong, Jacob. Abort. Abort, Jacob. Abort. I bought.
They were in his ear the entire time.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?
Joke number one. Okay. No, I'm kidding. Just get into it. Don't waste time. Straight into it. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. How you guys doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for coming out. So good to see you here. It's been a wonderful journey. It's our last tour of South Africa for a while. Before I leave, go to America. I'm gonna go for 2 weeks. And then when I come back, I'm gonna be talking like this. I don't know why people do that. You know what the worst thing is? Is you talking like that. That's the worst thing. It's been so much fun, man, traveling around South Africa, trying to write new material for a new show. It's always difficult. The easiest stuff to write, I find, is political stuff in South Africa. It's too easy now. It's become, like you give comedians credit. You go, oh, he's so funny, but we're not geniuses. We really aren't. Like the guys in power, they do it all for us now. They're actually taking our jobs. It's not cool. It's not cool. Because soon you guys are gonna figure it out, and you're gonna stop coming to the show, and you're gonna start going to press conferences, and you're not gonna. Then you'll be like, where are you guys going? On Friday? Oh, I'm going to the Zuma press conference, eh? Bro, that guy he's my favorite, eh? Like, can you sign my DVD? Can you sign my shirt? Sign my shirt. Yeah. It's absolutely crazy. I'm glad the rain stopped for a little bit. It's been heavy, Roads have been flooded, and there's been lightning and thunder, and it's been crazy. These storms are everywhere. I find myself laughing these days when lightning strikes, especially when it's those big ones where you feel like it can hit like the next road or something. Because every time I see lightning, I think of the MEC of the Northwest, MEC of Safety and Security. True genius, true comedic genius. Like, we all have our mentors, and I look up to guys like him. No, because he came out after, what happened was, there was a funeral on the weekend, and what happened was there was a lightning storm, and lightning struck the people at the funeral, and 9 people were killed instantly. There's nothing funny about that. 9 people dead, gone. Nothing funny at all, although it must have been a bit weird, because you're there because someone has died, and then it's a bit awkward now. You don't know if you carry on here or do you? But it's a bit, you don't know. And then you're like, do you put them in? Because there's going to be like one uncle who's like, no, there's space, put him. I must buy another box. It's just like, you know what I mean? And if you've got like one of those possessive mothers, those mothers that love their kids, probably then she's crying and then everyone's like, and then they're dead, and then they're like, then she's like, don't you dare! Don't you cry for them. You don't cry for them. You came here for this. You came here, you save your tears and you cry where hey! They freshly dead. You can cry for them next week. You don't, you bring those tears here. But there's nothing funny about it. And so what happened is on the Monday after the funeral, the MEC came out and he held a press conference. And he was there, and the journalists had all gathered, and it was very serious. And he came out there, and the photographers and everyone was there, and he said, we have had what have happened on that funeral. Let it be known that we will launch a probe and we will not rest until we know where does this lightning come from. not rest. His assistant was probably like, up. He was like, ewe apa. We want to know, where does it come from? I didn't even make the joke. He just said this. I just repeated it to you. It's like, you see. And now it's election time, which means politicians are out in full force, kissing babies. Helen Zizla is dancing again and speaking Xhosa. You know it's election time, you know? ANC comes out with a huge campaign. If you are not happy about service delivery, then you must vote for change. I'm like, but you guys are the ones. Yeah, but will change. You're like, so what, must we vote for someone? No, don't vote for someone else. Just keep it here. Yeah, keep it here. Just keep it here. Oh, yeah, bring it back. Keep it here. Yeah, bring it here. No, we'll change. Just keep it here. Yeah, whoa. You got the DA chasing after them. I mean, I like the fact that the DA is the official opposition, but like, they can't point out everything. Like, after a while, it just gets boring, you know? DA doesn't tell us what they're gonna do. They're running around telling us everything the ANC's not doing. Look at him! Do you want a president who doesn't tie his shoelaces? Look at that! It's just shoelace, but still. It's become ridiculous. They chased after the ANC and exposed them with the whole Gupta thing. Did you see that story? The Guptas, one of the most famous families who apparently own the whole of South Africa. Like, just own everything, including the Zuma family. And basically what came out was they said, yes, this family runs the Zumas. They run them. In fact, when President Zuma became President Zuma, they summoned him, the Guptas summoned him to their residential abode, and they paraded him in front of their friends and family. Paraded him. This is what the DA said, parade. I think they're pushing it, like it wasn't paraded. It wasn't summoned, he was probably invited. It wasn't summoned. You know, it wasn't paraded. Because when they say paraded, like I'm sure it was their meet and greet, new president, we rich, you president, how you doing, here's some money. It's a cool, we understand, but it wasn't like paraded. Because when you think of paraded, it makes it seem like that Indian family was sitting there, the whole Guptas, there they were, and they were like, everybody sit down, he's coming. Sit down, party, sit down. We got a Zulu man, he's coming. Yeah, he's coming. Yes, he'll do the dance. Sit there. Have you got your popcorn? You got a popcorn. Okay, everyone got it. Done. Dim the lights. He's coming. Dim the lights. He's at the door. Start the music. Jacob Zuma. It wasn't paraded. He was invited. And the DA said, we need to investigate these claims. We need to investigate them. We said, would you? They said, we'd love to investigate. We will get the best investigators we can. And they did. The DA went out and got the best investigators they could find. Investigators so good, they found that the Guptas had also given the DA money. Priceless.
Hey there, thanks for watching. Now, all I need you to do is click on that little circle on your screen. Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hold on. Yeah, click. Nice.
So Oprah flew down on her jet and she built the school. $50 million she spent. Most expensive school in Africa. Most expensive anything, in fact. $50 million. That's what she spent. It's got state-of-the-art computers, state-of-the-art facilities and cars and all this equipment, state-of-the-art everything. Well, not everything. Teachers, not so much. Shame. A lot of scandals going down at that school. It's because of Oprah. She didn't know how to interview these people. This wasn't Brad Pitt she was talking to, you know? She came in, she was like, you're not gonna spank these kids, are you? And the headmaster was like, no, never. No, we can never spank a child, never. She was like, okay then, bye-bye. She went on her plane, back to America. The principal was there. Hi, Oprah. Yeah, who right then? Hi. No, never. Us spanking a child, never. We beat them. We beat. That's what, we beat children. Don't spank a child, Spanking is for playing. You can spank a monkey. Spanky. Spanky, monkey, spanky, yeah. Then spank a monkey, don't spank a child. We beat. That's what happened. Those kids got beatings for no reason. There was always these cases. Teachers walking into the classroom, losing their minds. Mavis, did you do your homework? No, ma'am. Then you're going to get a beating. Yeah, a beating for you. But because it's opera school, everybody's getting one. You're getting a beating. You're getting a beating. You're getting a beating. Everybody's getting a beating. Look under your seat. You're getting a beating. Opera, 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 opera. Yeah. No immigrants, no spice. And definitely no tacos. Yeah, I know my friend Dave would never allow that. I've never seen him so passionate. He got up, he gave me a speech about tacos like he was the heir to a taco dynasty. He finally turned to me, he's like, Trevor, as your friend and as an American, I'm gonna make sure that you get tacos if it's the last thing I ever do. I was like, why don't we just go now, Dave? He's like, that'll work. You know my favorite part of any conversation is when people think you're gonna argue with them, but you agree, and they've already chosen anger. Because nobody just changes their tone. Everyone has to stick in the anger for a while because they think it makes them seem less crazy. Like, it happens in relationships all the time. You'll have a fight that's not a fight. You know, just be like, God damn it, Karen, every time I ask for your support, you're not there for me and it hurts me sometimes. You know what, Bob, I'm sorry. No, don't try and thank you very much. I didn't think you would apologize, and so I chose this tone, and now I feel like an idiot. I'm gonna leave the room and reset. I wasn't gonna fight. I wanna have tacos. Let's go get tacos, Dave. And so we rolled together, jumped into the car, and so we drove for about 20 minutes, right, to what I thought was going to be a restaurant. Instead, Dave pulls over into an abandoned parking lot. Kills the engine, looks over at me and goes, all right, dude. We're here. I was like, where? At my murder scene? I was like, no, dude, we're getting tacos over there. And he points, and in the corner of the parking lot was a truck. Right? A food truck, yeah, which I've now learned is quite common in America. In fact, some of the best food you'll find at a food truck. But at that moment in time, you have to forgive me, I was a little bit apprehensive. Okay? Yeah, I just wasn't quite comfortable with the idea of getting my food from an establishment that would not be there the next day. I feel like there's a certain level of accountability that comes with permanence. Dave was adamant, though. He's like, dude, you gotta get it from a truck, dude. That's how you know it's real. I was like, all right, well, let's just get this over with. Let's do it. So I hop out of the car, walk up to the truck. And it was definitely a taco truck, because there's a sign above it flashing that read, tacos. 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 And by the way, weird piece of trivia about me as a person. I hate signs that flash but don't change. Yeah, I always feel like a sign shouldn't be allowed to flash unless it intermittently changes to some other information. Otherwise, I think that's wasted suspense. It should be illegal. Because it always catches my eye, and then I wait for something else, like tacos, and tacos. And what else? Tacos. Anything else? Tacos. Just stay on tacos! Anyway, now I'm irritated. I walk up to the truck, and as I get there, this little dude pops out, and he was in a completely different mood to me. You could tell. He just popped his head. I was like, hey, how you doing, man? You want some tacos? I said, it would be awkward if we didn't. He says, what? Oh, yeah, of course, man, of course. But you never know. Maybe you want something else, yeah? I said, what else do you have, my friend? He said, no, nothing, man. It's a taco truck. I said, thank you. Thank you. That's a moment of my life I'll never get back. Thank you very much. He said, no, calmate, man. I'm just saying, I don't want to waste your time. You want tacos? Let's do tacos. How many tacos do you want, my friend? I said, well, I don't know how many tacos to get, sir. I've never had tacos before. He said, you've never had tacos? I said, no, I have. You've never had tacos? I was like, you should meet my friend Dave. Because I'm not gonna order food when I don't know what it is, okay? I don't know what the quantities are, I don't know what tacos are, I don't know what taco is, I don't know what taco be, okay? What do you say? How many do you get? Because just now I'm gonna be like, give me 5. What if tacos like little pigs or something? I'm like, give me 5. Next thing I'm walking home with this, wee. And that's how I started my farm. Like, I have no clue what these things are. So I'm like, yo, man, I just want to try the food. Just give me enough to try. He's like, okay, you just trying it out. 2 tacos is enough, my friend. I said, okay, then give me 2 tacos. He's like, 2 tacos, coming up. Guy goes to the back, starts preparing the food. I have no clue what's coming out. Comes back a few minutes later. He's like, hey, my friend, your tacos are ready. I said, thank you, man. Thank you very much. He's like, yeah, you want a napkin? I said, I'm sorry, what? I said, do you want a napkin?
And now, LA. This is where it gets weird for me. Because you see, where I'm from, napkins are the things babies wear to hold their shits. The thing for your mouth we call a serviette. But I didn't know that, so at this point, this man had just turned to me, offered me food, and then said, "You want a napkin?" I said, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Why would I want a napkin? So, you know, man, for the mess, afterwards. I said, for the mess? How instant is it that I need a napkin? Hey, man, you never know with tacos, man. One minute you think you got it, the next thing is coming out. I said, that sounds like the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. He's like, no, it's part of the experience. Everybody does it, man. You make a mess, you clean up, you come back and try again, you know? I said, all right, that's an experience I don't want to have. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to skip it. He's like, so you're not going to try my food? I said, okay, I'll try the food, but I'm not going to take the napkin, man. He said, so what are you going to do? I said, well, if it's as crazy as you say it is, I'll just eat the taco in the car on the way home. He's like, oh, you think you're safe. But you're going to be driving. Somebody swerves, you hit the brakes, splat, it's coming out. Don't be a hero, man. Just take the napkin. I said, all right, I'm not being a hero right now. I'm just being a grown-ass man, okay? Like, if it gets really bad, I'll just squeeze super tight till I get to where I'm going. He's like, yeah, that's the problem. Some people, they don't know. They squeeze it too tight, then the juice can spring out even more. It can spray on your pants and on your shirt and I'm like, on my shirt. How the hell did shit get all the way up to my shirt? What is this, bouncing on the ground and ricocheting back up? What the hell is in this, man? He's like, hey, man, you want the napkin or not? I said, I don't even know what your tacos right now, dude. So much stress. Now I love tacos.
On social media or on your stand-up tours, you're so authentic. Here, he's incredibly authentic. And yeah, it can be really difficult in a world that is trying to keep up and the trends are changing. In your world, that's happening.
Right.
What are some key things that you think people could take away with to stay true to themselves and to stay on their path?
I think authenticity always has to be juxtaposed with context.
Yeah.
You are never going to be your most authentic self with everyone, nor should you be. I don't believe in that. You know, people like, be yourself in the office. Hold on. Figure out who yourself is. Figure out who your office is. See which parts of you match. That's good. I've met many people who are too authentic in the office. They need to relax. I think authenticity is context-based.
Okay.
You know, you are most authentic, or should be, with yourself. And then as those concentric circles go outward, there's different types of authenticity. So you'll be a different type of authentic with your partner or your spouse. Mm-hmm. You'll be another type of authentic with your kids. You'll be another type of authentic with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, with people you live in the same town with, city, country, world. But I don't think you're just trying to just be you all the time with everyone without context. I think that makes people, you know, it's why people are assholes a lot of the time. Genuinely, because they just go like, well, that's what it is. Yeah, you didn't need to say that. Oh, well, I just wanted to be authentic. Yeah, you were authentically not nice. That's what you were.
And you're offending people, and that's not.
It's like you didn't need to say that in that moment, you know? So, you know, if you're going to be one of those people who, wow, I just tell it like it is. Well, then I'll tell you like it is. You're not liked in most places, and you're not actually achieving the thing that you're trying to achieve. And it's not to be liked,
but it is to try and find some sort of cohesive way of being authentic, you know? So I think in every space, I'm trying to be as authentic as I need to be.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you're being fake. You're acknowledging that you're existing in a space with other people, you know? Like, I listen to music the way I listen to it, but when I'm in a different space, I might be cognizant of the fact that somebody's close to me, and so I'll turn the music down to a certain level, or I'll turn it, because I understand that you're here. It doesn't mean that I'm not being authentic. It just means that I'm acknowledging my authenticity might brush up against yours. You know, the way I would drive my car if there was nobody on the road, it's very different to how I drive when the rest of you are there with me. You know, because I acknowledge, I'm like, this is not my authentic driving. I don't drive at like a speed limit. The lines mean nothing to me. Are you kidding me? If I was alone on the road, I would just be I'd go backwards sometimes.
But nobody says that, by the way, because it's very cool right now, and you all know this, it's very cool to be your authentic self. But I think you talking about...
That's ridiculous. Who says this?
But everybody, but nobody says, I think it's the first time, would you agree, in a long time, that someone's like, you need to be aware of your surroundings.
Yes.
I don't think people say that, Trevor. They don't.
You are existing in relation to others. If you're on a desert island, you're stranded, like Tom Hanks, then you can be friends with a volleyball. Do it. Go crazy. Have a good time. Because that is the situation you're in. That is authentic.
Yeah.
You know, but once you are in a space with other people, it changes. You know, there are cultural norms you have to be aware of, depending on the space you're in, depending on the place you're in. And it doesn't mean don't be authentic. It means find your spaces where you can. And what happens over time, I'm sure you know this, when you work in an office with people, as you get to know them, and that's why I'm saying context is important, as you get to know them, you start to reveal layers of yourself, and they do the same thing. And that is natural. That is what we do as human beings. You know, you don't just start off like that. Have you ever met like a dog that's been rescued? Like if you go to a pound, or you go to any place with a shelter, right? You'll meet an animal. Most of them are shy. Most of them are afraid. You can feel this in them, and then you start showing them love. You start caring for them. And all of a sudden, that dog starts jumping on you, and it starts barking, and it starts running around. And it's like, yeah, that's the same dog. It's not that it's not authentic. It was authentically afraid, and now it is authentically happy and enjoying the love that you're showing it. Both are true. When people say, be your authentic self, it's like, which part of my authentic self? Sometimes I'm nervous. Sometimes I'm scared. Sometimes I'm grumpy. That is authentically me. So I'm just going to come in the office kicking trash cans. Shut up! That's authentic. I'm having a shitty day. Welcome to Real Trev. No. Deal with your shit at home. Understand that in this space, your authenticity is affecting other people. Yeah. Or if you know the people well in the office and they know you well, then you can connect.
So
man,
don't overshare with the client.
I'm having a tough day.
Yes.
It's context.
Right.
You should have enough EQ to understand the context. How long have you known people? What is your position in relation to them? You know how many bosses I've met who'll be like, yeah, Trevor, I always tell jokes in the office and it goes well. I'm like, no, you're the boss. Relax. How do I bring more humor into the office? You don't, you're the boss. All right? Because when you're a boss, you work in a different context to other people.
Yeah.
Understand your position in relation to them. Understand that they may be afraid of you. Understand that they don't know if they can voice their true opinion. Understand that. And the context builds over time. Yeah. And I think you have to have a certain amount of emotional intelligence to process that. But that's what living in a society is all about. Absolutely. But try and be yourself in as many places as you can. Try and grow. And I think that's what building a relationship and communicating is all about. But please, save your authentic self for the situations that deserve it.
I remember the worst encounter I had with the TSA was out in Burbank, California. Tiny little airport, and I was flying out and I was coming to New York, right? And so I'm in Burbank Airport and I go through security, and then for some reason I was beeping. I don't know why. I walk to the metal detector and I beep. Go out, beep. Go out, beep. Go out. And every time I have to take something off, I gotta beep. And the agent, he's just losing it. The whole time he's like, take that off, take it off. And I'm going like, beep, 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 beep. He's like, take that off, take it off. And I come back, he's like, take that off. He's getting more and more angry. I'm basically naked right now, and he's losing it. Like I felt like an underperforming stripper. It was horrible. He's just like, And finally he's like, you know what, just get out here. So I walk to the side. He's like, go ahead and put your hands up. I put my arms up. And he whipped out a little metal, personal metal detector. Yeah, it looks like a midget sword, right? But they call it the wand. That's what they call it, the wand. And so he whips that out. Yeah, because that $100,000 machine, that's play. Shit just got real. And so he looks at me and says, "Go ahead and stick your hands up, sir, and just keep them right there." So I put my arms up, and he scans me. He's like, "You got any metal objects on you?" I'm like, well, then what was that for? If you were gonna ask me anyway, then what was this? The foreplay to my honesty? What is this? Why? And then, as if he can't do this right, he calls for backup. He goes, "I'm gonna need you wait. Can we get Velasquez to gate 10, please? Velasquez to gate 10." And he calls for a man by the name Velasquez, who I'm assuming was the best wander that they had. Because he wasn't even on the floor. They called for him, and Velasquez emerged from the back offices of the TSA. And he walked out, and the energy changed. People bowed their heads as he walked past. Everyone gave him a little nod. You could see he was special, and he didn't look like it. He didn't look like much. You know, Velasquez was a little Mexican man, very long mustache, big chest, and he was very short, really, really short guy. But he didn't feel short. Like, he looked short, but he didn't feel short. Do you know what I mean? Like he had this thing. You know those short people that are so confident, it looks like they just chose to grow low. He had that energy. And so Velasquez walks down towards where I'm standing with my agent. My guy tries to apologize, says, I don't know what's going on. I silenced him with one move of his hand. He's like, "No, I go." And he stepped up, he looked me in the eye, and he's like, "Sir, you got to stand for side and not give for that, okay? Don't touch nothing on the movie, okay? None of that." And I didn't know what he was saying. But I knew what he meant. And so I stood there, I raised my arms, and as I did, he whipped out his wand. And he started using it all over me, and as soon as he did, I knew why he was who he was. It was the most magical thing I've ever come across in my life. The way he wielded that wand was unlike anything I've ever experienced. I felt like I was being blessed. I just stood there with my head down as he went all over me, just blessing me with his power. It was something special. It was like a force and energy. It's all, like on the outside, you still heard that beeping. It was like, ee, but in my head, I heard a lightsaber. That's what I heard. I heard like, it was like, because he was to me, a little Mexican Jedi. In fact, that's exactly what he was. He was my Mexican Jedi. Which, by the way, I feel would be a welcome addition to the Star Wars franchise. No, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I was super excited when I found out they'd be making another one. I was losing my mind. I went back, watched all the movies, and I came to realize that there's no Mexican Jedis, not even one. There's no Mexican Jedis. Which is weird. Because when you look at it, technically speaking, Star Wars is a vision of America in a distant future. So, surely it would be safe to say, judging by the current trajectory of Mexican people in America, I'm sure it would be safe to say that by that time, in a galaxy far, far away, there would be at least one. Just one Mexican Jedi. It's not even like it would spoil the story. Who knows, it might open up a whole new avenue. Can you imagine how different that epic scene between Luke and Darth could have been? Them battling it out on the Death Star. The moment of realization. Luke. What do you want, you evil man? Luke. What do you want from me? No. Luke, man. Luke. It's your father, man.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can win cool prizes. And by prizes, I mean surprise. There's no prizes. It's a free YouTube video, you greedy. Just click the video, man. Why you want free things on free things?
But the pilots are calm, they cool, you get into the air, they start making useless announcements that you don't even care about, just to give you that feeling that he knows what he's doing. You get up there as the seatbelt lights go, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we've reached our cruising altitude. Currently sitting at 23,000 feet above sea level, cruising at about 720 kilometers an hour in this Boeing 737, one of our favorite planes in the Starflight Alliance fleet. It's a beautiful sunny day up here. We might encounter a few bumps, but nothing too hectic. The cabin crew will be taking care of you. In the front, we've got Esmeralda and Jonathan. In the rear, Simon, Dupitseng, and Ferrer. I'll be taking care of you. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to call. I'll let you know once we've begun our descent. Until then, please enjoy your flight. Thank you. Dun dun. You're like, oh yeah, pilot. Yo, my guy, pilot. It's cool. I just don't like the fact that they never let you know when something's gone wrong. It freaks me out because they trained to keep you calm no matter what's going on. And I noticed this because we hit turbulence coming into Joburg. There were hectic storms, and the plane started shaking, and it wasn't like the calm turbulence. It's that turbulence where people, the knuckles get white when they're holding their, and because people try and act natural in the plane. They'll be like, and then they get to a point where they're like, when that point comes, and everyone is panicking, except the air hostesses. They're amazing. I love how they do it, Like you'll hit the turbulence and be like, things are falling, the bags are hitting the sides of the compartments. People are panicking, and except they just move through naturally. It's freaky. It's almost like their lower half is not connected to the upper body. Because they'll just carry on, they'll be like, yes, you guys. Would you guys like some coffee? Yeah, okay. There you go. Be careful, it's hot. Thank you. Right then. Anything for you, sir? Yeah, okay. Okay then, just pass me a apple juice, all right, thank you very much. There you go. Would you like some ice? No ice, thank you. You know how they do it. And then the pilot has the nerve to come on in the middle of the biggest storm ever. The plane is shaking, the wings are tilting slightly upwards. You think you're gonna die. It's like, people are screaming. Ladies and gentlemen, we've encountered some slight turbulence. We'll ask that everyone return to their seats at this point and refrain from using the lavatories. Please note we will be flying at a high altitude to try and alleviate the problem. Also, keep your seatbelts fastened, and no hot drinks will be served at this time for your safety. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you in a moment once we've gotten out of this bumpy patch. Speak to you in a moment. That moment might never come. He doesn't tell you this. When the nationwide flight lost an engine, the pilot said nothing. There, it just fell. Quiet. I don't want a pilot like that. I want someone who lets me know. I want to know before I'm going to die. I want to know. I want to say a prayer or two. I want to prepare myself, I want to forgive everyone that I hate in the world. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. But they don't, pilots. No, they don't. I bet people who die in plane crashes don't even know they've died. Must be the worst feeling in the world. There's like a whole bunch of confused people popping into heaven like, poof. I swear these airports change all the time. I never know where to go. I'm like, are we in heaven? Oh, wow, I can't believe we made it, hey? I can't believe, wow, this is amazing. And there's St. Peter at the gates, and he's like, come forward, please, come forward. Come forward. She's like, here you are, I'm St. Peter. How about you? Yeah, I know, many people are shocked. Just come. I get that all the time. Just come. No, I just thought that, no, don't worry, just come, please. Just wait till you see Jesus. Come. I don't want that. I want someone to let me know when I'm gonna die. Like taxi drivers. There's no person who dies in a taxi not knowing that they've died. Just before the crash, taxi driver will be like, yo! People walking into heaven like, yo, dead. Dead. Yeah, no, Shonile, we're dead. Gone. Ay. They know. Sometimes they survive the crash, but they still think they did. They're walking on the pavement, dead. You're dead. But luckily we did land safely in Johannesburg. We landed safely and everyone clapped when the plane landed. Yay! Clapped and walked into the airport terminal building. And that's the point when you realize you're back in South Africa. When you're flying, it's international. And then when you land at any of our airports, and if you listen carefully, you realize that you're back. Like South Africa, once again, the world went there. Then we were like, no, going. Yeah, we'll find just that side. Because all over the world, they conform to a norm, and that is in airports, women make announcements. It's always a woman, always. And she's always calm, always monotone. Always come over that system. She sits in a room quietly. They bring her the pages one by one. You can be in Heathrow, for instance. You'll hear that woman come on the system. Doom, doom. Attention all passengers. Please note this is an airport announcement. No passengers are permitted to leave any items unattended, as this may be seen as a security risk. Any unattended luggage will be removed by security and destroyed. Thank you. Dun, dun. Everywhere in the world, even if you go to like non-English speaking countries, they still conform to that norm. You know, you go to places like China where you wouldn't expect it, you know? You think, I see some of you probably think they'll be like, oh, don't even laugh, that's racist, don't even laugh. No, that's racist, you don't even laugh. But they're not. They calm. It's a woman, still the same. She's just another language. She'll come on the piano and be like, dum dum. 才个是那些，从早考个一学的，跑个一学的，不得去些为他个一些，从早考的一次，谢谢你，dum dum. And you know they've conformed. And then you land in South Africa. And you know you've landed. You know that you're back home when you walk into the airport terminal building. You walk in, and I don't even know if they audition the people who do it. No. It's almost like whoever's closest to the mic gets to do it first, you know? It's the craziest thing. Luckily, 99% of the time it's a woman, but she'll come on. It's the craziest thing ever. As you walk in, she'll come and be like, dum dum.
Attention all passengers. Attention all passengers. Hello, I'm talking to you. Hello. Yeah, all the people is like Kula.com. The plane is delayed. The plane was going on 2, it's going on 3. Yeah, all the people must just take a ticket for that one. You're going to have a problem, nah? Just take on that. If your ticket says 2, then it's going to be 3, nah? Then you mustn't complain when the plane is not there, because then I need that told you now. Then you must just phone the people that are coming to pick you up. Must tell them, yo, I need my plane is changed. It's stuck.
And then they start speaking to people in the background. They don't even turn off their mic.
All the must just tell the people they are. But tell you, I want the pellet and the hot drink. I need jelly and the hot drink. Yeah, yes, no niggas. I need jelly. Yeah, it's chicken. Yeah, yeah. I'm funny drumstick. I'm funny pressed. It's drumstick. Yeah, I'm funny drumstick. Okay, yes, I guess 7. Okay. All the people is like one time. The gate is changed. It's not D2. It's C15. It's not D2. It's C15. If you can go to D2, you can find nothing. Okay, bye. But I need my chain.
We've been traveling all around the country now. It's been so much fun, you know, out in places like PE and Cape Town and East London, and recently went to Durban, which was a bit of a schlep for us. It was really hard because it was raining so much, and then on top of the flight delays that you have to contest with, there's also like overbooking, which is a problem. You know, I don't know if you know what overbooking is, but basically it's a legal process where it's a practice rather where airlines book more tickets than there are seats on the plane. So they book more, sort of like a taxi. But then they don't let you get on when you get there. So they just hope you don't pitch up. He's like, please. Yeah. Like, you know, that's what they do. And so we flying down to Durban, and it was the funniest thing ever. We're standing in the queue, everyone's all fidgety in the line, looking at their watches, and they call us forward. They're like, next, please, next. So we go to the counter, and there's one of those women there with her glasses and her relaxed hair, and she's there. And then she's like, can I have your ID, please? And you're like, IDs, everyone puts them down. She's like, where are you flying? And we're like, Durban, please. She's like, Durban. Yes.
Are you flying now?
No, tomorrow it's a practice run. Are you flying? And we're like, yes, we need to fly now.
Okay.
And then she starts typing frantically, which I never understand, because when I book my tickets, all I need to do is click. It's click, 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 Joe, that one, click, that one, click, and then it does it all and then she's there. I bet she wasn't even busy doing our tickets anymore. She's just like there, click. She's probably on like Facebook or something there, updating her status.
Yo, another one is here. I'm dead. Another one here. Yo, dead. You overbooking. Dead. Oh, poke back. Dead. You dead. Death by overbooking. Yo.
Because of their faux pas, the airline is as kind as to upgrade us on the next flight to business class. They say, we're sorry about what happened. Here you go, business class. Oh, I love business class, you know. You get to go to a special lounge where everyone's very businessy, yes. No, it is, because when you're in business class, you overhear conversations and they sound totally different, you know. You overhear people saying things like, yes, well, the mergers are coming along. I mean, if you look at the companies that are, you know, people walking around, well, I mean, if the numbers are right, then we'll definitely get that stock portfolio going. And you got people walking there, you know, just, no, I'm in the kids of the situation to make sure that all the shareholders are happy. And then we'll present to management and it's going to be a installment of what, okay, you know, you hear like businessy kind of stuff. Whereas when you're in economy, it's just like a huge group of people. You generally overhear conversations like, I thought you put it in the bag. You said you put it in the bag. What? It was on the table. I asked you to put it in. Why is it not in the bag? Oh, wow. And so we're going through the airports and then we go through security. And I love security in South Africa. It is the most chilled out security you will find anywhere in the world. It is, like South African security is just like, you know, we work on an honesty system in this country, you know? The security guard, he's there to enforce, but it's more on honesty. It's like, look, it's up to you. This is the honesty place. This is where we all admit to our sins. Come forward. Do you have anything to declare? You know, it's that type of place. Overseas, when you come through customs, it's the craziest thing ever. You got to take off everything. You got to take off your shoes, and you take off your belt, and you can't wear a jacket or a hoodie or a cap or anything. You got to take off your rings and nothing, not even coins in your pocket. Even you got like a big filling, then you're in trouble. Then they'll be like, then you're like, but it's my teeth, and they're like, well, you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna, you know, and then like colored people are like, excuse me, yeah. That's great. Whereas in South Africa, I sometimes feel like these security guards don't actually know what their equipment does. You know, they're very chilled out about it. Because you walk through at airport security, and you get there, and the guy will be like, code number four. And then you go through, and you stand there, and the guy will be waiting. He'll give you that bucket, and he'll be like, what's in the bag? Like, what do you mean? He's like, is there a laptop? Yes. Out. Take it out. Laptop out. Please, put it by itself. Put there, yeah. Any other laptop? You're like, no. Laptop out. Like, okay. What did you do? Okay, there it is. Okay. And my gun? No, it's fine. Just the laptop. Yeah. Watching you. It's so much fun. And you walk through the metal detectors, which I swear either don't work or these people really don't understand them at all. You walk through metal detectors, and it's not just at airports, no matter where they are in this country. You walk through a metal detector, a casino, a school, government institution, you'll walk in there, and then it'll make that sound, but then I don't know if they know what that means, because you walk through and be like, beep, 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 beep. And you see how security guards smile, because they get ready, because they're going to use the wand. They love the wand. You can see they wait the whole day. Yes, my time has arrived. Excalibur, I call upon you. It's like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, just stand there, yeah. Pulls out his wand, you know those black ones, just pulls them out. And Okay, it's not. I'm sorry. I'm just. doesn't really do that. It would be cool if it did though. Although it would be weird. It would be weird. You know, for like some guy from the township to have a lightsaber. Wouldn't work at all though. It wouldn't. Imagine. Wouldn't be like Darth Vader. It would be like Braveda. Ah, Bravi! It would have been the worst Star Wars ever if it was in South Africa, wouldn't it? Like the critical point, the moment that made the movie would never happen if it was in a township in South Africa. Because which guy from the township would claim a child after that many years? Guy would be like, look. Yes, what is it?
No, look there. It's your father.
But it wasn't. Okay, sorry. I digress. The wand. Comes. Sorry. Comes out with the wand. And they always do that thing, you know, they go around. And we don't know what it's supposed to do or not, you know.
Any weapons?
What was that for? Even if I had something, I'm not going to tell you now. Obviously, you have been defeated. Any weapons? No.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. We like work on the honesty system in this country. Everywhere you go. Like, I'd like to meet the genius who invented the honesty book. Ah, yes, the honesty book. Yes, the book of truth. No one can lie when they write in this book. Whenever you visit someone at a townhouse or office complex, we have the book of truth. Fill in the book before you enter. Name, ah, yes. Surname, phone number and address. Reason for visit, PVT. We'll just do that. Look at everyone else. PVT. And once I asked the security guard, I was like, what's the point of this? Why am I filling in this book? He's like, no, it's for security reasons. Says, I figured that much, but what is it about? It's like, it's so that if you can do anything bad inside there, if maybe you can steal or kill someone, then we can find you. Ah, of course. Because I wrote my real name and surname. The honest killer strikes again. It's just ridiculous. I was like, okay, and then I kill someone, and then what are you gonna do? It's like, then you sit there, we can just phone you and tell you must come back. Yeah. Same time. When you think about colonization, it is the strangest thing you can think about. Because conquering is one thing. You go to another country, you take what's theirs. You want more. You take the land, you know, you take the resources, you kill the people. That I understand. But colonization, I don't condone, I understand. But colonization is strange because you go there and you don't just take over. You then force the people to become you. That is such a strange concept. When you think about where the British did it, I mean, they did it in Africa, they did it in Asia. And think about in India. Those cultures could not be more diametrically opposed. And out of nowhere, the British just decided to roll up. Imagine what the Indians must have felt like on that day. Minding your own business, walking through a field. Next thing you know, the British showed up on horseback. Hear ye, hear ye. By order of Her Majesty the Queen, we have arrived. You over there, what is the name of this land?
This land over here, this is called India.
Well, my good man, I am here to tell you that India is now under the British Empire.
And I'm glad that I can tell you that India is exactly where it was yesterday.
No, I feel you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm letting you know that we're here to colonize you by order of the Queen.
Who is the Queen?
The Queen of England, the ruler of Great Britain. She who was ordained by God.
Which God?
God. The one true God.
There are many gods, my friend. What is the name of your God?
There is only one God, and his name is God, and you too shall worship him.
You want me to worship a God, but you don't want to tell me his name? What are you talking about? There are many gods, okay? There is Shiva, there is Lakshmi, there is Hare Krishna, there are many gods. What is the name of your God?
His name is God.
You don't know the name of your God?
It's just God.
Is it like mommy or daddy? You want me to worship your God, but you don't want me to tell me his name, huh? How am I going to pray to him? What do I do? Every morning I go to wake up and I pray like, oh, dear God, I was hoping that maybe God, you could help me. No, sorry, not you, other God. No, other God. No, not wrong God. No, God, I was trying to talk to other. No, you're right. I should have asked for your first name. No, God. No, other God, please. No, God behind that God. No, not you today, God. Other God. You're right. He told me he would know who I was talking to, and I don't. No, other God, please. That God on that. No, that God. You. Then I wonder why my prayers are not getting answered, huh?
How dare you speak to me like that? Do you know who I am?
No, because you never introduced yourself.
I have come here representing Great Britain.
And I have never heard of Great Britain. Who gave you that name? Well, we did. You called yourselves great? Isn't that a little presumptuous? Shouldn't you wait for other people to tell you how great you are? Huh? Shouldn't you just go around the world and just do good things? Then people go, oh my God, Britain, look how great you are.
Well, I beg to differ. I believe we could do it because we knew instinctively. We are Great Britain.
Well, in that case, welcome to Great India.
No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. How dare you speak to me like this?
Look, you're the one who dares to speak to me, okay? I was here minding my own business in my land. You came over here riding on your skinny cow telling me that things are going to change. I don't know who you are. All I know is you are really crazy, okay? You're not feeling too right, and I didn't want to say anything, but you look like you're going to faint. In fact, it looks like you have died last week, okay? Something is very wrong with your skin. You're not looking good, my friend. Maybe you should come down. We have a curry. We talk about this.
What are you talking about? I look quite normal.
You do not look normal, my friend. I've never seen anybody with that complexion in my life, okay? You look like you're playing hide and seek with the sun your entire life. I don't know what is happening, but that is not how a person should look, huh? I can see your veins pumping through your skin right now. Do you know how creepy that is? Pumping. If I was your doctor, I don't need X-ray machine. I just go, what is problem? It is your kidney. How do I know? Because you're translucent. That is how I know.
Damn you! We are going to run this country whether you like it or not.
We are not going to do anything you tell us. You're a madman.
We are going to take it. You're not taking. We're going...
She's all yours. Take.